Hello, everyone, and welcome to SpeedGaming, and welcome in to a Zelda 1 Randomizer 2022 tournament race featuring Kathy JD, Cantaloupe Me, Dark Falls, and XO. Alongside CD Improv, I'm Ferran Burgundy. We'll be bringing the race to you here tonight, and well, this one's certainly, as they have all been in some different ways, going to be interesting.
Oh, most definitely. And I feel spoiled because we have two trackers tonight.
Two trackers are certainly good, as there's a lot of action going on, 4 screens, 4 bits of action, especially if there's a divergence in path, which, depending on where the random starting location is, there certainly could be. The items shuffled around, the enemies shuffled around, and one of our 9 levels is guaranteed to be hidden by, or blocked by, I should say, either the power bracelet, raft, and or the recorder. As we're starting off over in the forest here, and not a whole lot to see right off the bat.
Well, I mean, since we do have a couple of different, we have one different sprite, we at least got to see a different potion sales guy. So that was cool. Alright, looks like Cafe JD and Cantaloupe Me are going to head a little bit further south to try to cover the entire right side of the map at the same time, and then Dark Falls and EXO are heading up north, checking that Armos spot, and then probably heading down. So they'll kind of like high-five in the middle, I'd imagine.
We've got a medium secret of 33 rupees. Okay, there's our key shop. And we've got a low of average 10 for small secret.
Looked like that was a raft hanging out on the coast, so if Team Raft is going to be successful tonight, we're going to need a ladder.
Oh, that is interesting. We also did see the magical sword location, though we're quite a ways away from that.
Alright, EXO is trying to work his way up here into Casino Corner, which in the vanilla game basically has your post and letter shop and then just 2 casinos, from what I remember.
I think the trees there, that's the casino, and then the hidden spot up here, if I remember in vanilla, is the large secret. But
Sounds
here's
about
the
right.
casino.
Yep. It looks like we're gonna get called a Spoony Bard many, 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 many times tonight, so that should be fun. It almost makes me want to sing.
The Legend of Final Fantasy IV. Or something like that.
Alright, so between all of our runners, we've pretty much just about covered all the spots on this side of the map. It looks like maybe Cantaloupe Me is going to check this top corner. Maybe we'll get somebody to screen scroll over into the Lost Hills. Because it won't take him very long to check all of these caves, find a couple of money-making games, be called a Spoony Bard, have someone steal our money, and then, you know, continue on.
And that looks to be minus 19 on the door repair, where the Spoony Bards are being called.
That is not very nice at all. Sadly, Caffey is coming down that ladder, and they're not cooperating, so he goes ahead ups and A's, which is a lot faster than continuing to try to make it down the ladder without dying.
Yeah, a lot of early door repairs here.
See, this is actually kind of good for our runners. The more that you find in the beginning of the game, the more money you should, in theory, have to spend at the end of the game, or in the middle when you might need to, say, buy arrows, or meat, or a bomb upgrade, or, if you're me, a Blu-ray.
Or if you're me, all the things.
Yay! I mean, who doesn't love all the things?
We have a death here in... or just south, I should say, of the magical sword item on XO's side. Dark Falls finds the any roads here at Vanilla Start, one leading to Western Death Mountain.
Not bad.
One more like Southeastern Death Mountain. and Death in Vanilla First Quest 5 over on Dark Falls side, or Cantaloupe side, excuse me. I'm looking at Dark Falls, trying to find the staircase here, and we've got, oh, those are not nice pricey bombs.
Yes, but Darkfall's checking this Armos spot is going to let us know that our Armos item is actually below us on Death Armos screen. So I'm wondering if he's going to go screen scroll and check it right now.
I believe that's a yes. And
who's rooting for a boomerang?
And
Who else is rooting for a boomerang?
I thought you saw something and I missed it. Oh well, we're gonna have to wait to find out.
There was
a long snipe from the Lionel across the room.
Oh man. So there was just the seed was actually rolled by TGE, and they were joking around in the race room that of course means that the Armos item is going to end up being the wooden boomerang. So I think the game would troll us just enough to go ahead and throw a magic boomerang at us instead.
We have a level 7 find on Cantaloupe's side. Opting out of it with no weapon, but hey, here's our sword.
Woohoo! We can now stab things and hopefully get a bomb drop. Though we might not want to do those Lionels. That's always a little bit dangerous. Maybe there's some blue Octoroks hanging around.
Not too far from Vanilla Start there. I guess that is one northwest of Vanilla Start.
Exo's going to go ahead and find the any roads as well. It looks like there was one all the way down in the bottom left corner of the map, so that'll save us a little bit of time until we get bombs in having to go down there and clear that out.
Looks like a little pricey meat here is now Exo picking up the wood sword as well.
Oh, game. Reroll. It's too easy. Nope. That was a red ring.
What?
Well, they did, and at the same time, Cantaloupe Me was finding out that there's a red ring hiding underneath that Armos on Death Armos screen. So if you can actually survive long enough to go get it, you get one heck of a present.
That is a very nice piece of jewelry.
Especially with Lionels on the overworld, which probably means you're going to have Wizrobes in the dungeons. That's going to help out quite a lot.
Yeah, we've seen Stalfos here in the overworld.
Alright, so Dark Falls is going to try...
Never mind. I'm looking on XO's screen. We do have overworld Wizrobes.
Oh man, well that was a surprise. I hadn't seen him until about then. So, all right, that's actually good news. That just means I think the Dark Nuts are going to be in the dungeons. So if we find some decent offense and that red ring, we should be good to go.
Oh mercy, though. Caffey deciding. Well, it's like I have enough to buy bombs, but nope. Oh, and Dark Falls again with the snipe.
Yeah, he screen scrolled in. Now, sometimes it makes me wonder whether or not it would be easier just to go ahead and do that screen the traditional way. If you know you're scrolling into a shooting gallery, then maybe it's worth coming at it from a different angle.
Wood Sword was one screen northwest of Vanilla Start, to answer the question in chat.
And I do find it curious that none of our runners have managed yet. Oh, goodness, look out, Cantaloupe Me. None of our runners have managed to get themselves a bomb drop yet, and I don't think that they have enough money, with the exception of Exo, to buy the really stupidly expensive bombs.
Well, level 6 is in Vanilla First Quest level 6 location.
Fred?
Hilariously, just for purpose of shortness, that's what I'm writing on my notes. Fred for level 6 location.
There you go. Dark Falls is going to go ahead and make it into this cave, which is surrounded by by blue Lionels. Sorry, he's going to get his wooden sword, and he's heading over in the direction of Death Armos and all these open caves. So I like this. You've tried to screen scroll twice onto Death Armos screen. Let's maybe go a slightly different direction and find level 7 along the way.
I mean, you weren't wrong. I mean, it was dark blue Lionels.
Yeah, I just got a little bit distracted.
Level 6. Ouch.
Ooh, well, It either looks like a sewing machine or some form of monster.
That's a beefy 6, and that... Oh, we've got Zombie Link over on Darkfall's side.
Woohoo! You gotta love when you find one of those muggers early enough so that you can just pay them with hearts. All right, EXO was he went up to Death Mountain. Looks like he managed to get himself a bomb drop. He's gonna go ahead and check the 2 bomb spots over near Vanilla Start. Taffy is gonna screen scroll with half a heart onto... Oh, goodness, he almost made it off the screen. Onto Death Armos. He has now seen that it is a red ring, so you have to imagine he's heading back there, like, no matter what, right now.
Yeah, missed it by that much.
That was a very brave screen scroll on a half a heart.
Yeah, I was able to go back and count. That is 38 rooms in level 6, which is normally 25 in vanilla.
Well,
so
we've got
that is beefy.
It definitely ate its Wheaties, most definitely. Looks like we got a map here of level 7, which is it's kind of got 2 feet. I don't know what it is. Maybe like a snork. Was that the thing that was the underwater Smurfs? As Darkfall on the 3rd try manages to snag himself a red ring, and he is now a very kind of brownish looking wizrobe.
Yeah, 7 looking a little better at 26 rooms, as opposed to that normal 33.
Caffey is going to join EXO here in level 7. He's just going to basically get his health back and continue trying to get that red ring off Death Armos.
Oh, and EXO working the bomb drops here. Gets the nice setup and the compass on the triple Dodongo.
All right, see, that's a nice thing to know. You know, you're not too far away from your Triforce, though. I'm wondering if this is going to be an item or a transport stair.
It was fairly close to the entrance, so my instincts say transport.
Well, it looks like the game is making a troll out of both of us, and it's saying absolutely nothing.
I thought you meant because the bubble was just knocking EXO around like me when I play Punch-Out.
Looks like Cappy did manage to get his red ring, and then just because he wasn't going to make it off that screen, he up and ate, which was a good plan. He's going to go ahead and save his bombs and maybe go bomb the coast, it looks like. So right now, the only one of our runners who doesn't have the red ring is heading up into the Death Armos area. If EXO can manage to get in there, get the red ring on a single try, it's kind of going to be a little bit good for him.
So yeah, you have one bonk you can take, and
oh dear! All right,
okay, we have the knowledge.
Yep, we just have to, kind of wiggle our way in there and not die to an Armos. There you go. Good job, EXO.
Just broke the plane like you were playing football.
Exactly. That's all you really had to do. Get the Armos statue out of the way just long enough for you to be able to hug that red ring, and you are all set. So we've got red rings in all of our runners. Looks like Dark Falls is joining the fun here in level 7.
And we have our blue candle purchase over on Cantaloupe side, and not quite enough. Oh, a couple of different shops. One over at Monocle Rock and one over... Oh, goodness. Up in Eastern Death Mountain.
Yep, Cantaloupe Me wisely taking advantage of the fact that he's got a decent amount of money right now. He's going to go ahead and also buy wooden arrows. You don't know when you're going to find silvers. You don't know if the bow is going to be required or not. So instead of giving it all away to door repairs, you might as well buy something shiny.
Certainly makes sense. And we have level 4 now over on Cantaloupe side. Also up in Death Mountain.
Meanwhile, Cappy JD makes use of his bombs. He's returned to the top right-hand side of the map. He finds a take any. He goes ahead and picks up a candle. And continuing on, he's going to find level 2. Oh, this might make sense why the runners all left level 7 already. It looks like we've got the potential ladder block keeping you away from the Triforce.
Oh, that'll do it.
Oh, look at this level 2. This is I want to say this is I want to say this is also really large for a level 2, but that could just be the fact that there are 2 really long straight sections. Now this is just where you're hoping that this is a lot of bomb walls instead of a bunch of key doors. All right.
It's because it is a very long level, but it's actually, compared to a normal level 18, it's actually 4 rooms smaller.
So it's just the way that it's all spread out. Caffey does go ahead, clears that room, and finds the Triforce, which means that won't be his transport staircase. And thankfully, the bubbles are going to keep that room cleared for him as long as he doesn't leave the dungeon. It's like the only good thing about bubbles. And this early red ring is definitely coming in handy for a room like this. You get that single bubble and the floor shooter knocking you into the Darknut's path, so it's a little bit difficult to do this without taking any kind of damage.
There's a timely clock. Meanwhile,
Hey!
Dark Ball's picking up a take any.
Looks like we get our first key drop of the game. Caffey's going to go ahead, pick up the Triforce, and I imagine the transport staircase is going to be on the other side from where we came in. So this makes perfect sense.
Yeah, since you're over in that dead end anyway, may as well kind of retrace your steps and see what's going on in these couple other rooms here.
Exo's going to go ahead and pick himself up a blue candle as well. I didn't see if he managed to grab arrows in that same cave.
Ew.
So our transport staircase, it looks like, is going to end up being blocked by the recorder.
Yeah, that is anything but part of the Nintendo Fun Club.
Yeah, I think that's the, oh, good. We get to double dip level 2, maybe. It might not be necessary, but if, you have a choice between digging level 2 and digging level 8, you probably want to dig level 2.
Oh, this is a map before?
Yeah, that's special. That's like a little guy running towards, let's say, like a soccer goal or something. And I want to say that the transport staircase might be blocked by I don't really know what, because Cantaloupe Me, he was digging that while I was paying attention to Caffey, so apologies, but he did end up leaving, so you have to imagine he just can't get over to the other side. Speaking of level 8, we have Caffey, 3 hearts, red ring, wood sword, and a blue candle. Let's totally go big level 8. I like this play. You found a couple of other levels. You really couldn't get very far, and 8's got the potential of 2 items, so why not?
Dark Falls looking to do the same here. Meanwhile, Cantaloupe has found level 5.
Yeah, he's up in, I want to say he's up in Death Mountain. Ooh, nice. This is a good find for Caffey. This is going to speed him up a great deal. We've got the white sword. He's doing 2 times as much damage as he was before, and, well, if everything rolled up, then he's in pretty good shape. Well, alright, level 8's just giving up all the goodies today. We've got a recorder.
Do quick items here.
Yeah,
And
to almost back-to-back rooms. This is really nice.
Yeah, 5 was up in Death Mountain, that is correct. One screen north of the power bracelet near the graveyard.
Ah, thank you.
So the only levels that we have not yet found, to my knowledge, are 1, 3, and 9.
Okay, that leaves us a couple of good options, and the White Sword Cave, because I don't think we've seen that either. That could be blocked by
that
the
could be,
power
that could
bracelet
be a part
grab.
of it as well.
Yeah,
I
power
was just
bracelet
playing the
grab recorder.
percentages, but there is a 10% chance.
Yeah. I mean, it would be kind of fun if we have to find the ladder in order to find the raft, in order to get the silvers, which are our white sword item that are hiding out on a raft spot. Well, I mean, fun for us. Not great for the runners, but highly entertaining for the rest of the chat.
I don't know whether to be impressed, scared, or a little bit of both at how quickly you're able to come up with the schadenfreude scenarios like that.
Well, I mean, when these are the flags that we have been playing for the last couple of months, I think there are quite a few of us who could just be like, alright, so this is what the game did to me last night.
And I've seen my fair share of that, but that doesn't mean that immediately I think, ooh, alright, how can we make this as torturous as possible?
Well, I never said I was nice. Alright, Cappy is continuing to dig this 8. We're gonna hit a ladder block here. He may decide to come back later. He's got both of the items. It would make it a lot easier to dig this when we had a ladder and can actually get a little bit further into the level.
So what you're saying is your cookies belie your personality. Interesting.
Well, maybe they're just to make up for the fact that I am, you know, a little bit evil. Just a little. Alright, Cappy's
You heard it here first, folks.
Cappy's gonna find another take Eddie. He's gonna pick up a 5th heart. He's gonna continue burning down the forest and looking for levels. That recorder could actually be really handy for him. One, because it's gonna let us go back to level 2 and make it into the other side of the segment. And because, you know, maybe something's under recorder like. We'll find out.
Exo sees 8, and 135 for the big secret.
Yeah, that is a very nice large secret, and Cantaloupe Me at the same time is going to find the map of level 5, which people in chat had been wondering if it was segmented. It doesn't look like it is, it's just a really funky shape. And there is a Dorito inside of that Gibdo.
And we have a book. We have literacy.
Yay! We now have all of the maps in the entire game, so this is one of those really nice super rooms. He's just gonna come back up, hug the Gibdo, get the Triforce out, and be done here in level 5. Oh, or actually, it looks like he's going for bombs at the same time, so this could be like the one-stop shop for everything in level 5.
And picks him up.
That's a very heads-up play. I am a little sad that our meat block is useless in level 8. We've kind of been hoping behind the scenes for a meat block Zelda at some point. Exo goes ahead, he's going to pick up his white sword, he's going to go one room north and find the recorder.
And is then going to figure, oh, that was easy.
Yeah, it's going to be curious to see if he decides to try to stay in here and dig this, or if, like most of the other runners, he decides, you know what, I've got the 2 items, I can just come back later. Alright, so sadly, Spiky is making incredibly poor life decisions tonight. Caffey's gonna come back with the recorder, he's gonna take him out, go ahead through the transport staircase, and be able to hopefully find our item here in level 2. Cantaloupe Me is returning to level 4, maybe he's got a key, so if it was a key door that was blocking him from the rest of the level, then this should help a little bit. And it looks like we had a boomerang in level 2. I don't know if Cavi picked it up or not. Ah, he did not. Okay. Maybe he's already upset that TG rolled the key.
Now, Caffey had taken care of that Dodongo, picked up the bomb, saw the wooden boomerang, and just immediately up-A'd.
Well, I mean, it makes perfect sense. At this point in the game, you've already got you've got pretty good offense, so you don't really need the boomerang. Alright, Cantaloupe Me, I believe he's clearing this Darknet room. I missed whether or not he actually got a refund on his key, but it looks like this is going to be his transport staircase, possibly, to the other side.
Yep.
Ooh, I like that chest jerk. Chest jerk is now rooting for the ladder to be in level 3, which is blocked by a power bracelet.
Well, there's our power bracelet in 4.
I mean, you know, we could still need a ladder, maybe, somewhere. Alright, this is actually really good for Cantaloupe Me. When he gets around to level 8, the items in there are really easy to find. So he will have 2 of the 3 items that we need to find everything else. And speaking of everything else, we got level 1. Alright, looks like Exo has his recorder, he's also got his white sword, he's done in 8 for now, and it looks like he's gonna whistle to level 2 because he does remember that there is a Dig Dogger in there blocking his progression and item.
I was gonna say, have we seen level 9 yet? Because if we have, then yes, 3 would be our block.
I don't think that we've seen level 9, and we are still missing the white sword item as Cappy JD finds the Triforce in level 1.
Yeah, or it could be the white sword item. So there's a few different possibilities here. But Caffey gonna dip back into 1 as there's a floor item and a basement item.
Yeah, this makes perfect sense. Now, if he had the book, like Cantaloupe Me has already pulled the book at a level 5, he would have a little bit easier time knowing where the bomb walls are here in 1.
Triforce pickup for Cantaloupe. Exo taking the transport in 2 here. Heading a little bit closer to the wooden boomerang, the banana as it were. And, ooh, this is the NSU room with blue dark nuts.
Yeah, sadly the Triforce was right in the middle of this room, so Caffey didn't have a choice other than go ahead, pick it up, come back into the dungeon, and re-clear the room. Or clear the room.
Ugh!
Because we don't have a ladder. Alright, Exo finds the boomerang and he's out of level 2. And thank you very much, chat, pointing out that Darkfall's making good use of some of the large secret money to buy 2 keys.
Oh my goodness, level 8. That is 43 rooms of torture.
Woohoo! Now I'm curious to see what our 9 is going to look like. Oh,
and there's 1, and that's also pretty much a straightaway.
Yeah, these are some incredibly... There's our ladder, though! I was about to say, these are some incredibly linear dungeons. So you gotta hope that there aren't too many key doors left here. Looks like Caffey is gonna go ahead and try to store the bomb on the Gliok head. And we have calls in chat that level 8 looks like a Triceratops.
Bomb upgrade. Ooh, 112 for the max 6.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. That seems like it's a really fair deal here. Dark Falls is going to get his Triforce at a level 1. Yeah, it's level 1. He's going back in, and oh look, we found silvers. All right, level 1, not too shabby. We got a ladder, which is going to get us the raft off the coast, and we end up with silver arrows. So this is pretty good. We also got a bomb upgrade if you've got the money to be able to afford it.
So to answer the question in chat, the difference between a realm, a board, and a level as is listed there, that's merely a cosmetic option that can be randomly placed in the game. And here is our white sword item at the western edge of Candle Row, and it's the red candle.
So I think if 9 is the only level we haven't seen, that is going to put 9 behind either the raft, the power bracelet, or the recorder. Exo's going to go ahead and get his Triforce at a level 1.
I believe we haven't seen 3 nor 9 yet.
So it's a 50-50 chance. Or maybe both, because yeah, that's we've had a couple of seas where you ended up needing all 3 of the transportation items. It was a little sad. All right.
Based on our process of elimination, we know that the bow is either going to be in 3, 6, or 7.
Now, I didn't see if Cantaloupe Me went the one room to the north and ended up picking up the recorder, but he is going to find the red candle here. Wisely picks it up because this is a reusable form of offense when you're getting your sword taken away by bubbles. It looks like Exo decided not to continue digging level 1, which isn't going to get him his ladder or his silvers for a while yet. Ah, there we go. He's going to go ahead and buy a key. Yeah, it looks like we switched sound sources and they're not quite as loud as Cantaloupe Me was.
And oh, what a mugger room.
Alright, Dark Falls is deciding to continue digging this level 1, which is a good play. He's already got his ladder, and then I believe if he just goes up 1 or 2 rooms, there's only 2 rooms left, so he's going to get his silvers right now, and the floor heart.
That is efficient.
It's really nice when the randomizer kind of just clusters everything together for you. As opposed to how much do we want to bet that the Triforce in level 8 is all the way down in that single room underneath the R in Realm.
Ooh, all the way in that southwestern kind of edge there.
Yeah, that seems like the perfectly trolly place for the game to put the Triforce.
We got a recorder lake check, and it's a door repair.
Alright, so the recorder, other than transportation and, you know, being required for the item in level 2, is not guarding our level tonight. We see the very free Triforce in level 7, which does look like it was ladder blocked. Well, to kind of answer another question in chat, why Dark Falls didn't take the candle upgrade and whether or not he needed it, it's kind of up to every runner. But me, if I don't have a reasonable form of offense, and I don't because we don't have a bow to shoot arrows, we don't have a wand, I probably personally would have picked it up for those rooms that the bubbles are just beating us up in and we can't have a sword.
So it looks like level 7 is our other bomb upgrade location.
Ooh, I wonder if we're going to find enough money to go back in and have all the bombs in the game. Meanwhile, EXO is in level 6. I didn't see where this was, but the enemy set so far looks pretty friendly.
That was Fred.
Oh, yes, Fred!
That was in its vanilla 6 location in first quest.
Thank you. That's probably why I completely forgot where it was. You're so used to the randomizer like putting it in really odd spots that you don't think about it actually being vanilla. It looks like we might have a potential ladder block there in 6. And your Triforce is blocked by the ladder.
Ooh.
Yeah, hopefully, I don't know what EXO's item knowledge is looking like, but it would be kind of helpful if he went back to 1.
Certainly would be advantageous. Take any over on Cantaloupe's part. Cantaloupe's part. I made the use silent there.
And it looks like we've got the floor heart here in level 6. Can we bomb? Yes, we can. All right, looks like we found... Oh, well, all right. This is really good for Caffey. We have the wand up in level 7. He now has a great form of reusable offense. And EXO is going to find a heart here in level 6, which should send him looking for his ladder.
Oh my goodness. So this means that the bow has to be in 3.
Yeah, I think you are right.
The bow is not able to be in 9, and those are the only things.
Yeah,
Oh, and there is level 9 up in the grave area. So level 3 is our blocked level.
So at this point, we know it's either behind the raft or it's behind the power bracelet because somebody has checked Recorder Lake. All right, EXO's going to find level 4. Now, Cantaloupe Me doesn't have his ladder, and he did get the power bracelet, so you have to imagine that EXO will be able to get to the item and the Triforce in here without that ladder.
So yes, by process of elimination, that would mean that the skeleton key or any key, as well as the magical boomerang, are going to be your level 9 items.
Well, one of those is really nice to find in level 9, especially if you're running short on keys. Alright, EXO's going to go ahead and clear what we know is the staircase room to take him to the other side of 4. The power bracelet isn't very far from there.
Alright, we have a letter pick up in the Dead Woods for Caffey, and Dark Falls on that same screen.
Alright, EXO is wisely going to go ahead and finish clearing this side of level 4 before taking the transport staircase. This makes perfect sense. You've only got like 4 rooms left over here. You've got substantially more on the other side. Plus, you don't know what's waiting. So, you know, I kind of like this play. As long as you don't die in the bubble room. Looks like Caffey is going to go ahead and do a world rep to pick up his raft from the other side. And maybe check Coast Raft while he's at it.
Pretty convenient time to do so.
Yeah, it's kind of nice when it just routes in that way.
Looks like we have a couple of key purchases on Cantaloupe's side. And let's see what is on the Raft Coast. It's money. It's little money.
Every little bit helps, especially when you don't have anything else to buy and you're just looking for keys, I guess.
Darkfall's also getting the raft courtesy of the wraparound.
Caffey I think he was trying to do a screen scroll on that screen so he could then just walk north up to the regular raft. There we go. See, this is where he wanted to be. But he was actually, unfortunately, just one block too high and ended up in the position where you can only go to the next screen and you can't come back.
Whoops.
It happens. Exo's going to go ahead and get his Triforce here from level 4 out from underneath the Gleeok.
And there we go. The raft is required.
Well, there we go. Cantaloupe Me is going to go ahead and get his Triforce here in level 1. This is kind of shaping up to have the potential to be a fast one.
There's the bow pickup on Caffey's side, and nicely called chest jerk, by the way. About 3 minutes ago saying so 3 is on the level 4 raft spot since raft is on the coast.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Perfect, the game knows knowledge.
Yeah, perfect. The game is a troll and it enjoys having fun with us.
Darkfall's also in 3.
Alright, this should be the room that has the power bracelet in it for XO. Having already gotten his Triforce at level 4, he should be up and A-ing and continuing on to a different dungeon. Now, do we remember which of the runners it was that found level 9? I want to say it was Cantaloupe.
Oh, goodness. I'm trying to remember who was in that part of the grave and that area.
Alright, we got the Triforce here in level 3 for Caffey, and he's on his way out. So now this is pretty much just clean up all the things for Caffey.
Yep, everything necessary to beat the game has been acquired. Now it's just taking care of the Triforces and getting into 9.
Cantaloupe Me is back in level 1. He's already picked up his ladder, and he is just a couple of rooms away from the silver arrows right there in that staircase.
And right on Caffey's heels is Darkfalls.
Yeah, I think the main difference is that Darkfalls hasn't returned to level 2 yet to go ahead and pick up that Triforce. Curious, Dark is going to go ahead and it looks like he's going to try to finish digging level 8 first. This is a really big level, so I think how this turns out is all going to depend upon the enemy set and how deep the Triforce is.
Yeah, we've seen the very quickly accessible items in 8. But I don't know if any of our runners have found the compass or anything noting where or how deep the Triforce is in level 8.
Yeah, we've only, I think, seen the map on Cantaloupe Me's side because he did manage to get the book at a level 5, which XO has now picked up, so that will also help him when he goes into the rest of these levels.
Alright, so we saw one of the power bracelet locations, just a cheap meat shot. EXO is back into 1.
This is actually really good for EXO, and it's a smart move. 1 is the smallest dungeon that he has. Well, in theory, it's the smallest dungeon that he has items remaining in, and it's going to get him his ladder and his silvers. So that will open up, I want to say, it's going to get him the raft, and then it was level 6's Triforce that's in the middle of the moat.
Yes.
Coincidentally, EXO is the only one, I think, who has actually seen that in level 6. Now this is kind of a harsh room to try to fight in level 1 without the ladder, because you can't stand out of the way. So you have to make sure you're watching your health and trying to take as little damage as you can.
Yeah, 1 is the smallest thus far. We have not seen a map of 3, but I doubt that 3 is going to be smaller than the 13 rooms in level 1.
Cappy's going to go ahead, return to level 5, get the Triforce and the book, which is going to be really good for him when he goes back to 8, 6, and 4. Alright, there's the ladder picked up for EXO. He's only got 1 key. Seems like he's a little hesitant to use it, but we know there's silver arrows on the other side of that door.
And a replacement key.
Yeah, it's really nice. You just have to get past the 4-headed Gleeok to get it. To answer a question in chat, yes, the book does make you shoot fire out of your wand, but in this flag set, the book is also going to give you the maps for every single dungeon that you go in.
Yeah, it's considered an Atlas mode. And EXO picks up the upgrade in 1 and gets a nice 6 bombs for 112.
Yeah, see, that is never something that you sniff at when it's actually a decent bomb upgrade. He's going to go ahead and get this floor heart and his silver arrows. That floor heart gives him a shot at being able to pick up our magical sword. Not that I remember if we've seen it or where it was.
We have, and it was over in the Eastern Forest. Let's see here. Oh, that's right. It was in the Far East Armos spot with the little 2 Armoses. I don't know what exactly.
Oh yeah, all the way over near like you can almost screen scroll to it from the raft, where the raft was off the coast.
Yeah, 1 screen up from that though. But yes, the upper set of docks. It's 1 screen to the left of that. And Luke picking up the wand.
Now this is going to be really nice. You have the wand, you have the white sword, and if you manage to do the frame perfect double taps, this means you are doing a lot of damage to some of these enemies. EXO goes back into level 6 and picks up his Triforce from the middle of the moat, and Cantaloupe Me goes ahead and picks up the Triforce out of, he was in level 7. And to kind of answer Putz in chat, all of the runners were in level 7 previously. It was ladder blocked, and the items were fairly immediate right near the door. So they weren't really looking for anything other than the Triforce and how to get there. And I want to say the game gave us a compass like 1 or 2 rooms in. So 7 was pretty nice today.
So good news, level 3 is a very short 15 rooms. Not so good news, it's a segmented level 3, as you can see from that 1 room just off in the distance under the dash, but I don't think that it's going to be in any of our runners' way here.
Yeah, it's one of those you're always kind of hoping that maybe the Triforce would end up over there, but it's nice that it didn't. Alright, Cantaloupe Me is going to get his Triforce out of level 3 at the same time that Dark Falls is going to get his Triforce out of level 8. It wasn't a very lengthy dig for Dark. He wasn't really looking for items, though it does look like... actually, no, I guess he didn't pick up an extra heart.
So level 6 was in its first quest vanilla location.
Alright, Cappy finds the compass on the opposite side of level 4 after he's already dug out the power bracelet, and it's going to point him back to what we know. I think this was a Gleeok room.
A medium secret in the PB spot over an ocean.
Cappy's gonna go ahead and get his Triforce out of level 4. This just leaves him with level 6 and 8. He's already got the ladder, so level 6 should be a single trip for him once he finds it.
Well, that certainly is a level 9.
Exo's gonna go ahead and pick up his raft off of the coast, which will get him level 3 eventually. Yeah, the key purchases are actually a really good idea, especially with this flag set. It's either you have the game is giving you far too many keys, or you have no keys. So you've already got the silvers, the bow, you've got a red ring. There's not really much else that you need to buy. So if you got the money, buy keys.
Definitely a lot of feast or famine when it comes to the keys.
Caffey finds the Triforce in level 6, and he is on his way to 8.
I did get a brief look at it. That is a 45 room level 9, so it's a little on the smaller side, and that means there'll be lots of staircases.
Yeah, Dark Falls, burning the floor banana in level 2 in honor of TTE.
I have to admit, I'm a fan of Bananas Foster myself.
There you go. Alright, Cappy goes ahead. He's going to enter level 8. Again, he's not looking for items. The only thing he really wants is a compass and a Triforce. We have an interesting suggestion as far as level 8. A Crocomire as he disintegrates into a lava bath.
Little Super Metroid crossover.
All right, Exo has got his. He got Slamood. Exo has gotten his bow out of level 3. He's gotten the Triforce out of level 3. He's on his way back to 7 and 8.
There's the level 7 Triforce for XO.
All right, so this leaves him with just level 8, depending upon how long it takes Cantaloupe Me to go back and find to go back to 8 and find that recorder. This could be 3 of our runners and 9 almost at the same time.
Oh, this could get interesting.
All right, Caffey is working his way through level 8. I don't honestly remember where the Triforce was in here.
Not too sure either, but here is Exo in level 8, along with Caffey. Darkfall's looking for 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, sadly for
there it
Cantaloupe
is.
Me, unless this wall bombs, he got shuttered in and is going to have to go back to start. Caffey gets his Triforce at a level 8. And Caffey is on his way to level 9. Alright, Cantaloupe Me in a really good play is going to go back to 8. At this point, he's seen a lot of the items in these dungeons, so as far as the recorder, since it is a required item, 8 is probably the only place he has available for it, so he should find it here any moment now.
So here we go, 55-58. Caffey is the first into level 9. We're going to be listening for a roar and looking for a door. Listening for the roar of Ganon in an adjacent room and looking for a shutter door that does not open even after all of the enemies are defeated. Unless Ganon's done with, in which case it'll open right up when you enter the room.
And Darkfalls finds level 9, which is really good. We're going to need that shortly, and he's on his way towards level 6.
So to answer the question in chat, the number next to the racers' names, that is the number of points that they have scored. This is a, as I've been told, Mario Kart style scoring system. So first place earns 4 points, second place earns 3, third place 2, and fourth place 1 point.
Exo goes ahead and gets the Triforce out of level 8. Cantaloupe Me has found his recorder, and he's only a couple of rooms away from that Triforce.
And the kidnapped has been located at least.
Darkfalls gets his Triforce out of level 6, and he's going to just continue straight on. As Exo joins Caffey in level 9. Cantaloupe Me picked up his Triforce at a level 8. He's going to be on his way back to 6. It's not going to take him very long to get in there and grab that Triforce.
So about a 57-50 for Exo entering level 9. So a little less than a 2-minute advantage for Caffey. Or I should say head start, probably a better way of putting it.
Yeah, and level 9, as always, is going to try to do level 9 things. Was that... I think we actually made...
That was, I think, a Gleeok roar. That
okay.
was...
Yeah, I was trying to hear it, but Caffey's game audio for me is just a little bit low.
It was a roar in disguise.
Oh, he was trying to fake me out. It's okay. All right, Cantaloupe Me is back in the Triforce room in level 6. He's going to make really short work of this Dig Dogger. So is Caffey, but completely different Dig Dogger.
And this staircase is a transport.
All right, Cantaloupe Me has his final Triforce, and he's on his way to 9 as Exo finds Ganon.
Oh, wow.
It looks like he's 2 or 3 rooms down in the second column.
Yep, 2 rooms down. It looks like in the in that second column on the left, the E of level, the first E, I should say.
All right, there we go. Exo manages to get the stun lock. He's gonna go ahead, shoot Ganon with silver arrows, and now we're just looking for the kidnapped. Well, all right, that's not what you want to see.
So there's the staircase.
Caffey is not very far away. He's just, I think, got a bomb here. Yep, and then he's going to be able to head down into Ganon's room. Caffey, however, does know where the princess is.
And here's Ganon.
All right, Caffey gets his stun lock. He manages to, he's going to take the pig down with the silver arrows.
But Exo is going to sneak in and take the victory here.
Let's get some GGs in chat for Exo19, finishing with a race time GG time of 1:01:14. Holy cow, that was a thing.
Yeah, just a little bit more efficient of a 9, spending just under 3.5 minutes in there.
And welcome and GG to XO.
Hey guys.
Hey, that was one heck of a race.
Thank you. We everybody in 9?
Cantaloupe Me is, Caffey is about to finish now. So let's everybody get our GGs in chat for Caffey, finishing with a time of 1:02:02. And Dark Falls is picking up, he's on his way to 5 to get the last Triforce.
Okay.
Alright, so what are your thoughts on this seed, Caffey? XO.
I thought it was a bit of a jet seed. 8 was super helpful to get those 2 items early. And then, you know, it just balanced because there was so much other exploration that needed to be done. But not going into 1, I think if I dug 1, we could probably shave another, 5 or so minutes off, with early ladder, but
well, yeah,
okay.
you did have to go back to 1, but thankfully it was pretty all close together down on the end, and it saved you a trip because silvers were in there as well, as Cantaloupe Me is going to kind of get closer to the path here. And welcome and GG to Caffey.
Thank you, appreciate it.
So, what are your thoughts on this this seed?
Gave you pretty much everything.
Yeah, it was pretty kind.
Red Ring Armos, when I saw it the first time and died, I was mad, but after that...
I laughed because I died picking it up. And I had 1 heart in the HUD, and it spun me around, but it gave me the red ring, so I wasn't complaining too much.
So, If it makes you feel better, I'm pretty sure all of the runners took at least one death trying to get the red ring off of the Armos.
Yeah, makes me feel slightly better. Yeah. So I guess it came down to 9 then, Pixel.
Yeah, from my understanding, you were in before me, but not by much.
Nice route.
Yeah, it was lucky, right? I mean, I took a stair and it popped me out by her board. So
yeah.
I mean, you had to take a roundabout, but yeah, sorry about that.
It's okay. Cantaloupe Me is going to go ahead and find his Ganon. He's going to enter the fight. He probably is going to make pretty short work of this. Oh, Ganon's doing a little bit of dancing, but it looks like... Come on, get the stun lock.
Yeah, he did a nice dance for me too. It was kind of...
Yeah, he's just not... he is not staying where he needs to be.
No, he gave me some trouble as well. That was...
But yeah, this seed gave you all the combat you needed, so I can't complain.
I didn't see the wand. I see what's in 7, but I was ladder blocked, and when I went back, I didn't have to... I decided to go to 3 first, because I wanted to dig out the smaller dungeon for Bo, and it happened to be there.
Yeah.
So I didn't see 7.
Alright, guys, let's get ready to put some GGs in chat for Cantaloupe Me. He's working his way back towards the princess. And Cantaloupe Me finishes with a race time GG time of 1:05:53. As Dark Falls has just entered 9.
Yeah, we'll see. Dark typically doesn't take stairs in 9, or at least he plays by that mantra a lot to just go for it.
I usually like to try to walk until the game takes away all the doors.
Yeah.
Yeah, this 9 kind of forced you into taking stairs. The beginning was closed off pretty well. I just happened to take the wrong couple of stairs the first time, I think.
Yeah, those first 2 took you to that upper left-hand corner, right?
The one that I took was the Gliok room. That's the one that...
Okay.
And GG, and welcome to Cantaloupe Me.
And GG everyone.
GG.
That was an incredibly close race. The 3 of you, if Cantaloupe had not had to go back to 6 to pick up the Triforce after getting the recorder, you guys really would have been on each other's heels heading into 9.
Yeah, looking back at that, I was like, okay, do I go back to 8 first and then do 6? I was like, well, what if 8's recorder block and the recorder's in 6? And because I hadn't seen the item. So, but once I got to where I was like, yeah, let's just go back to 8. And then, of course, recorder's in 8. Boom, there we go.
Yeah, you were sadly, you were the only one of our runners not to go up north the one room, because the 2 items in 8, they were back to back, and then you just couldn't go any further. But you were the only one to not get the recorder the first time in.
Yeah, I just, there's those rooms that are just one off in the corner. I mean, there was so many other rooms that could have been in there, so I was like, what's the point? It's just one room, but turned out that one room was it.
Well, was it required?
Yes.
Triforce in 6? Okay.
Yeah, the Triforce in 6. The item in 2, but it was just it was a boomerang, so not really required. But
right. Yeah, I saw that. I just didn't remember, because I know I needed the ladder for 6, that's why I didn't remember the kill and didn't think doctor.
Yeah, it was an interesting seed, but it was a jet seed. It feels so weird to get 105 and to get 3rd. That just shows the caliber of runners.
Yeah, this was an incredibly well-run race the entire way around. You guys had some slight differences in routing, but for the most part, it was you guys were in the same dungeons doing basically the same thing. It was amazing.
Yeah, I had kept buying keys because good old level 1, I didn't have no keys to go in there. And I really wish I would have heard that earlier. And if I would have, I think I bought 4 or 5 keys this run. It was something like that.
Which is a really, really good idea in the new flag set, or since the changes to shapes in the randomizer, keys are really incredibly hard to find. As Dark Falls finds, Princess Zelda is trying to get the stun lock so he can take down the bad guy.
Yeah, zombie Zelda here, I guess, for lack of a better way to phrase it. And with that, we have the proverbial royal jelly.
All right, now I'm not sure if Dark Falls saw Zelda's room on the way up to Ganon.
It didn't look like it. He didn't go down from that Gleeok room and go right, so he missed it, unfortunately.
And I had a feeling that was going to be Zelda's room because I was like, okay, there's a diamond staircase and a shutter door. That's not something, at least I've seen too often, and I saw the Patras. I was like, well, kill the Patra, I don't know what's up.
Well, Dark Falls up-aing, which is going to be beneficial in this case here, provided that he goes to the right. But yeah, to kind of reiterate on the closeness, I mean, it was within 4 minutes, the three of you had entered level 9. And it was EXO who just had a more efficient 9, spending just under 3.5 minutes in there. You'd actually, Kathy actually had about a little less than a 2-minute head start into level 9. And EXO, just being a little bit more efficient, was able to kind of snipe the victory.
Yeah, and then you can't be upset about that. I mean, if it comes down to 9, then the seed was well run. So, not mad about a second place finish to a run like that.
One thing I was very happy with was when I found the red ring and all those enemies up there, I pause buffered my way into the red ring and paused my buffer my way off the screen without dying. I was very pleased about that one.
Very nice.
Well, at least somebody did. Yeah, that's it.
I actually had missed that. I'm sorry. I thought everybody had taken... we had a couple people take more than one death, and I just kind of figured everybody had. I'm sorry.
I don't even think I had a death. Let me see the thing. Yep, I had one.
Meanwhile, Dark Falls has rescued Ganon and finished the race with a race time of 1:10:50. So let's get some GGs in chat for Dark Falls.
Yeah, just a little over 5 minutes there in 9, so pretty decently, all things considered. I mean, this was, pretty similar in execution for everybody. Just some light differences, and yeah, this is a bit wild here.
And just while we have a moment, Krim has been mentioning in the Discord that because of what happened with Game 2, he's going to be making an announcement shortly in the Z1R Discord. So if you want to know what's happening with Game 3, you should totally join the Z1R Discord.
Oh yeah, I should probably look into that.
That's a solid plug right there.
Oh yeah, totally. Segue. And welcome NGG to Dark Falls.
Yeah, thank you guys. GG guys, well played.
Hey, what's up, Dark?
Yep.
GG Dark.
So that level 1 was interesting looking.
Interesting looking.
Nice and flat.
Yeah, it reminded me a little of 2.
Yeah, we had... there were multiple levels tonight that were like 2 long, drawn-out sections. We were just thankful that they weren't eating more keys that they, already took. Because I think level 1, you had to have 1 to get in, 1 to get anywhere close to the Triforce and the item, and then everybody had to sadly pick up the Triforce and then go back in because of where it spawned in the NSU.
Yeah, I thankfully grabbed that just to get the beam so I could kill the Gleeok, so I was going to double dip it anyway.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like, well, I guess I'm getting the Triforce first.
Yeah, I left as soon as I got the Triforce. But I had recorded at that point, so it wasn't a big deal to get back. But it would have been nice to have the ladder. There was one room past the dark room, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what happens with the results and everything. But otherwise, I really, enjoyed the races, folks. And, I don't know if I'm continuing or not. We'll find that out. But I think EXO and Caffey, if I did my math correctly, I think they're the ones that might advance depending on the announcement that Krim is making. So I have no clue.
Well, congratulations to all three of you. That was a lot of fun. Thank you all for racing with me. It's been a pleasure. Thank you.
Indeed.
Thank you, Dark Wolf.
All right. Well, I guess that leaves us to say thank you very much to Cammy and Renakai and Moonrisen Phoenix for tracking the race for us tonight. And thank you to my co-coms for On Burgundy for hanging out and, having some fun.
That's what it's all about here. As much as there's competition and everything of that nature, and as much as I bring the gravitas to try to present a little bit of seriousness, I also like to present some fun and laughs and entertainment along with all of this serious competition.
Well, speaking of serious competition, we have a trio of races tomorrow night, all on SpeedGaming channels, I believe. Hopefully, maybe. I don't think the channels are actually
Yet to be determined.
Yeah, we have one at 6 p.m. Eastern between Shaddy, Tom J. Malchior, and Dig Shake. That is a race 3 of 3. And then we have another 3 of 3 at Sea Falcon, Truant Gamer, Crimson Avix, and the Dr. Blue. Followed by Game 3, it's the Night of Threes. Fred Coughlin, Bogey Small, Sis Crusher, Potato Pony at, I believe that's 10 p.m. Eastern.
That is correct. So there's a lot coming your way. Certainly a good way to enjoy your beverage of choice responsibly and enjoy a fantastic Cinco de Mayo or Revenge of the 5th or however else you celebrate the 5th of May.
And again, I'm totally hoping to see some cute Mexican hat Sprite links. So, we'll see what happens.
Thanks, everybody, for the support on the restream, the commentary, and the deck.
Yes, thank you guys. Appreciate it very much.
Oh, it's our pleasure, guys. But anyway, everybody have a great night, and hopefully we will see you all tomorrow for some more Zelda.
Yeah, make sure to give the runners a follow and the folks behind the scenes as well. And until next time, for CD Improv, I'm Ferran Burgundy saying stay classy, my friends, and more importantly, stay safe. So long, everyone.